every place, okay? But you know what everybody's looking for is somebody that's sincere. Are you with me? Sincere and straightforward. So now they say a short time, you get into the thing of it look like this. If you're interested, they'll be interested in it. Okay. So now that's your short time. We go 6 years or less. Now 6 years or more. It can go either way. Pay your money, take your choice. Okay. So now, where are you from originally? It, Kansas. All right. Now let's do this. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's do it. Doesn't matter. Watch this. Let's do this. Uh, let's go. What's your last name? Wait, I'm gonna do it right. Okay, this is Wait. What a dump you got. Look at this floor falling apart, Miss Waddle. Let's clean this place up. Now, what's it? Miss Waddle, we'll do it like this. Here we go. You've lived there for years, okay? 20 years, okay? You come in. This is a nice place. Got little retarded children over here, but beside, this is a nice place. How long have you folks lived here, Miss Waddle? 20 years. That's a long time. Now, has the area changed much since you've been here? Is that Are you with me? Now you're gonna go in that, and they're gonna go in, the Poindexters used to live next door, and they're a dog, and, stuff like this, and you just go on from there, okay? Or you may get this, watch this, ask me quick as I can. Did you see that? I think I got him, okay. Where? Yes! Where? Really? Did I really get him? Yes! Look at this, yes. Mount him on a trophy later, okay. Now, here we go, quickly. I should take him home. We got a pet snake I found. Anyway, uh let's go on from here. Let's go on from here. Let's go that things haven't changed. Okay. Um, this is a nice place. How long you folks lived here? No, 20 years. How long you folks we had a reconditioning program. How long you folks lived here? You lied. You said a year a minute ago. No, okay. Now, how long you folks lived? About 20 years. Now, has the neighborhood changed much? Is that right? Now, when you folks moved here, and get in detail. When you folks moved in, now, how old are these houses in this area? Are you with me? Are this the one with the newer? Oh no, this is the older stair. Folks, what you're interested in, they're interested in. What they're interested in, you need to be interested in. Are you with me? So now, and that'll lead into a couple of different things. Here we go. Yeah, who has secular employment here? I know what Larry's mom does. She beats Larry. Where's Larry at? No, okay. Uh, Secular employment. Secular shop. Okay, all right. Women's stuff. Okay. Do you really? I thought you're pretty tough. Now, watch this. Man, big superhero. Okay. Now, watch this. Okay. All right. Let's use Carmen. Okay. Uh, uh, do you work outside the home? And be careful, fellas. Please be careful. You get your lips ripped off. You do anything else besides watch these 40 kids? You have a job? Okay. Do you have other employment outside of the house here? Okay, inland. What does a little lady do at inland? What do you do there? Are you really a rapper, like candy bars and stuff like that? Are you? Now here's the thing, and folks, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see. Who the? Now you work steel mill, don't you? Okay, I don't know what. Do you work outside? An office? Okay. What type of work do you do? Huh? Now, for what? Oh, got a snooter rooter, huh? Okay. Now you won't do that at home. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Folks, the sooner we get away from this. What is your name? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to slap it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. The sooner we get away from that, folks, the more that you at ease yourself, the more. But everybody sitting there, okay, and all of a sudden, no, me, okay. They're scared, and I'm scared, and we're all scared together, and that makes us afraid. Okay. That makes it so difficult. So, folks, watch this. The more you work at this, the more you're going to be at home at. Now, we've talked about their home, talked about how long they lived here. Now let's get down to tax, okay? You never give your testimony. Let's try it again. You never give a plan of salvation without first giving your testimony, okay? Uh, uh, do you know what the logarithm of 100 is? Nanny, nanny, boo, boo, you're a dummy doo doo. I do. Are you with me? And here's what we do. Hey, You know, if you die today, you go to heaven. I do. You are dumb and you're out the door. Okay. Are you with me? Now, we don't say that, folks, but that's what happens. Nobody likes to look dumb. I'm quite capable of looking dumb on my own. Thank you. Okay. We don't want anybody else to make them feel uncomfortable. And folks are going to feel uncomfortable if they feel like you know a ton and they don't know anything. Nobody likes to feel that way. Nobody does. So now here's what you're going to do. In summation, you're going to tell them there was a time and there was a place that you didn't know for sure when you died you could go to heaven. But someone took time and showed you. And because they showed you, now you know. And because you know, you like to share with them. If they're like, key thing here, if they're like you and they didn't know, and you like to share with them so they could know. And folks, I'm telling you, it makes all the difference in the world. You know, it's like the little kids on the block. I have Nintendo. Do you have Nintendo? I have Nintendo. You have Nintendo? He don't have a Nintendo. Oh, yeah, we got a Nintendo. Okay. What? They don't want to feel bad. And neither do us. Neither do I. That's why I have a Nintendo. All right, now, RBI baseball. Okay. Now, watch this. Callus on the finger. Now, listen. Here we go. So, folks, we want to give our testimony. And here it comes just like this. Now, watch this. I'm going to give in many instances, your testimony, not mine. I don't have one. No, I'm going to give you your testimony. Mr. Jones, a few years ago, someone asked me a question. They said, Mr. Scott, do you know if you died, would you go to heaven? And I'll be honest with you, I really didn't know. And someone took a Bible and showed me how I could know. And Mr. Jones, I know that now. Mr. Jones, God's been good to you. Give you a beautiful place here and look like you got a fine family. Look like you're strong as a mule. You probably don't say that if it's Mrs. Jones. You look strong as a mule, Mrs. Jones. Anyway. Now, Mr. Jones, let me ask you that. And here's, folks, we got to get away from this. You know you're going to go to heaven? Do you? Okay. What are they talking about? And that's what folks do. Are you with me? But you know, if you die today and go to heaven. And then I wonder why folks won't listen or folks don't understand. There's something legitimate here. There's something big here. Because I believe people that die without Christ really go to hell. And 1, 2, 3, repeat after me. It's not going to change people's life. They must understand. Truth must be transferred. Now, we're going to give them testimony. So basically, Mr. Monroe, a few years ago, someone asked me that I knew if I died, I'd go to heaven, something to that proximity. You don't have to be exact. And Mr. Monroe, now I know, but I didn't know before, and I know if I died, I'd go to heaven. Now, watch this. According to that, how long ago did I get saved? You don't know. Now, how many of you folks here were saved under the age of 10? Raise your hand. You're not really saved. Now, watch this. Now, see, folks can't comprehend that. Are you with me? Folks outside, my son was saved at a very, very early age, okay? And we waited and made sure and took our time the whole 9 yards. But hey, wait a minute. It's like somebody working with a computer. These get, okay? You take somebody that hasn't been around those things, it's, oh, get out, I'm not touching that thing. Now, but wait a minute. You go to most people under, how old are you? 7. No, okay, now, watch this. 7? You never did anything wrong by age 7. How many bars you been doing? Okay. Now, see, they don't understand. 5. No. Now, watch it. See, they don't understand. They don't understand. Now, I'll just give you my testimony. Did I get saved at church? Oh, no. I got saved at church. I went forward. I realized I was a sinner. Went forward. Someone showed me. But I don't say I got saved at church. Why? See, they do religious functions at their church, too. We have communion. We have sacraments. Are you with me? That's why we want to zero in on the only thing that's going to save them, and that's Jesus. That's it. So basically, in summation, your testimony falls along this way. But Brother Scott, I was small. Somebody had to tell you. Are you with me? There's not a person here that someone didn't tell. Every person gets saved, man has a hand in it. Every Bible that's ever written, some man had to write it. Every tract ever given had to get. Are you with me? Okay. They have to know Christ. They have to know Christ. And God will send them a messenger by way of man to get them the good news. Okay. Missionary, whatnot. But now watch this. So in summation, stay away from your testimony if you got saved at church. Stay away from your testimony if you got saved as a child. In other words, you don't have to make that explicit because, what can a child know? Child can know a ton if you'll take time and go line up on line and precept upon precept, okay? Matter of fact, children give no, learn much more than we give them credit for, okay? Now, that's why we didn't learn anything, okay? Now, that's what we need to get into this thing of giving our testimony. I'm going to give you my testimony just like I was talking to Brother Zelensky here. Mr. Zelensky, so we talk about okay, Mr. Zelensky, a few years ago, I used to be manager of a contract cleaning company out of Maryville. In my business, you had to worry a lot about people stealing, five-finger discount, okay? And had some young men work for me, and these young men were studying to be ministers. And one day, one of them came up and asked me a question. He said, "Mr. Scott, do you know if you died, would you go to heaven?" I said, "Yeah, right. I killed anybody this week. I guess I would." And I just kind of laughed it off. But Mr. Zelensky, a little while later, someone didn't tell me what some preacher said or what some priest said. A fellow showed me in the Bible what God said. How a person could know for sure when they died they could go to heaven. Mr. Zelensky, I didn't know that, but I do now. God's been good to you, give you a beautiful home, a lovely family, and you look like you're strong as a mule. But Mr. Zelensky, let me ask you that. If you were to die today, would you be 100% sure you'd go to heaven, or would you have some doubt? Are you with me? Very low key, very slow. Folks, we're talking about somebody's ever-living soul. And I'm not going, are you with me? Brother Petticourt and I went and seen an elderly lady. Man, I don't know how long we went through it. And by the way, she never got on board. Now, we could pretend she did. And she probably even have prayed. I don't think she would have prayed. I don't think she would have prayed. But, or we could have walked away saying she was saved, but she wasn't. Folks, it's not a game, and that's why you're here. You want to be sure folks can get what you have, and that's salvation through Jesus Christ. So you give your testimony. Carmen, tell me how you got saved quickly. What do you mean you're not saved? Somebody get a Bible. All right, what? My mom. Is that right? After you talked about her all these years. Somebody off and I did hearing and then I fished it up my Okay, how long ago was that? That was like 10. Okay, 1983. Now watch this. According to my testimony, you don't know that I went to church. I hear the man preach. When the man got done preaching, I went forward and a deacon took a Bible and showed me in the Bible how to get saved. But I don't mention that. Why? I don't want it to sit around church because they've had religious reactions at church. Are you with me? So before we ever give the plan of salvation, we give our testimony. Vital, folks. Vital, vital, vital. And get it down. Get your testimony down. Composite. We can go through that line. Anybody have any question about their testimony as far as giving it that I might be able to help you on? Anything like that? Yes, Lori? You say, I was 7, I give up the boot. No, here's what I would do. Now, this isn't written in print, but here's what I would advise, okay? I would advise this. Same thing I'll do with my son is basically, oh, who showed you? How did you get saved? Don't you say the blood of Jesus either. Okay. Okay. Who was it? Okay. Little Miss Phyllis? No, she's Miss. Oh, okay. You remember Miss Phyllis a little bit? Oh, anyway. Okay. Anyway, now what I would do is this. Not that somebody can't get to, but folks, they don't understand. They don't understand. That's a child. We had catechism. Okay. So what I would do, I would say, a few years back, someone took a Bible. Exact same thing. A few years back, someone took a Bible. They didn't tell me what some preacher said or what some priest said. They showed me what the Bible said and showed me how I could know for sure when I died, I could go to heaven. Is that what happened? Okay, that's what I would shoot at. Now, if you didn't do it that way, it'd be fine with me. But what I've found out over the years and through experiences, folks can't accept someone making a religious decision at that early. You couldn't know what you were doing. You were still watching Sesame Street. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Any other question? That was an excellent question. Okay, answer a little shaky, but the question was good. Now, let's go on down. We've given the testimony. Let me do it through with Brother Zelensky. No. And someone showed me how I could know for sure when I died, I could go to heaven. Now we need to ask them. And folks, here's where we've got to realize what we're dealing with here. It's so big. Mr. Zelensky, I would say after that, let's get personal, verbally personal with the individual. After your testimony, get verbally personal with the intent. Is maybe intense would be a better word. But we're looking at this. Mr. Monroe, God's been good. Do you wear pajamas when you go to bed? No. You don't ask, okay? Now, watch this. Brother Scott, you're off your tree. You're right. You're going to erase that later. Now, watch this. Everybody here says, oh, my soul. He didn't. Yes, he did. Now, and I want to show you why. That startles you, okay? He wears overalls, okay? So now, listen to me. Now watch this. I've did this with men on platforms in front of God and everybody. Are you with me? Why? That startles everybody here except me. All right? And Brother Zelensky. Now watch this. Number one, that's none of my business. And folks, look at me. And I say this, and this is on purpose, and if I offend somebody, I'm sorry, I'll give you a haul after we're done, okay? I wouldn't mean to do that any situation, anything like that. But I wanna drive home a point here, and I don't know any better way to drive it home, and that's this. Folks, this is personal. Mr. Noel, do you know if you died, you'd go to heaven? You're questioning everything his parents that he looked up to all his life taught him. You're getting ready to hold your face in front of his parents that may be dead and gone and saying, buddy, you're wrong, and what you taught your children is going to cause them to go to hell. But we just say, hey, do you know if you die today, you'd go to heaven? And they say, hey, buddy, that's what's wrong with you folks. You guys come by all the time. I'm fed of it. And that's why, folks, and why stress so important to realize what we're saying. There's nothing more personal to the individual than their soul. Hey, you can get better greeting selling drugs than you can talking about Jesus. I'm sorry. Did you ever come back? They're sitting here, their kids are on drugs, they're an alcoholic. But you mentioned something about Christ, and you're awful. Church is okay, but stay away from this Jesus stuff. Don't try to change me. And that's why I want to get your thing, and I want you to remember that the rest of your life, not his situation. But how personal this really is, folks. Do you know if you died, would you go to heaven? That's why my tone of my voice goes down and everything, just like I'm talking to Brother Zelensky. No, 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 no. Mr. Zelensky, do you know if you died today, are you 100% sure you'd go to heaven, or would you have some doubt? Folks, do you see what I'm saying? It's that important. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that's really, most folks would even talk about their personal lives that involve other people. Hey, they put it on TV all the time. I mean, they watch it every day. Peyton Place, Who Killed Bobby, or whatever they are. It's planted all over the TV constantly. That's no big thing. I mean, it used to be, folks would change their vocabulary when a lady would enter. Now, a woman would enter. Now, the guy may have to go plug his ears and walk away. And you folks and folks know it on the job site. It's unbelievable. Things have totally changed. And folks, that's what I'm saying and trying to push home right here. This guy's soul's at stake, and I'm getting ready to ask him the most personal question that anybody could ask him. If you get nothing more than that from this class today, you got a load. Now, what we're going to do is this. Now, you remember we went over the verbal commitment? Okay, we went over the verbal commitment in here. Earth calling Mars. Okay, did we shake your head? Let me hear your brains rattle. Okay. Now, that's where we're getting ready to come into right now. Okay, so now, Mr. Monroe, if you died today, are you 100% sure you go to heaven, or would you have some doubt? Pay your money. I don't care what you say. Go ahead. You're sure? Is that right? Okay, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Because, okay, is that right? So now, he says, yes, I know. Now, what am I going to get? Say with me, the verbal commitment. Say with me, the verbal commitment. Now, watch, because I'm going to ask you a question. Tell me what's wrong with this. So if you give me the same answer. If you die today, are you 100% sure you'd go to heaven, or would you have... Now, this isn't correct. I'm hurrying, okay? If you die today, are you 100% sure you'd go to heaven, or would you have some doubt, Mr. Zelensky? Okay. If I could show you from the Bible how you could know, would you do what the Bible said if it was something you could easily do? What's wrong with that? I'm calling him a liar. And folks, we do that all the time. I've been a multitude of soul winners. But if I could... Well, man, that's what's wrong with you people, man. You think you're the only people going to heaven. And folks, that's not true. You're going to be surprised when you see some other religions there. Are you with me? It's going to be by grace, but they're going to have some different names than just Baptist. Amen? If you don't know that, you got a rude awakening coming, okay? Now, watch this. Folks, that's where the verbal commitment's going. Now, 2 phases. First, let's say he says, oh yeah, I know. Let's find out what he's depending on. This is called the verbal commitment. Now, Brother Oliver, were you gone during that time period? Okay, all right, now watch this. Let's share some notes you and I can get together later. But now watch this. Two phases. Verbal commitment, let's find out what he's trusting in. We can't, we cannot determine what he trusted in the past. Well, I was at the hospital and asked Jesus to save him. Did he get saved? Don't know. Had a religious experience at church. Did he get saved? Don't know. Went forward in church and prayed. Did he get saved? Don't know. Are you with me? We don't know, folks. That's what, but we can determine what he's trusting in right now. And here would, Mr. Monroe, in your opinion, hopefully this will bring back some memories. I hope. In your opinion, Mr. Monroe, what do you think a person would have to do in order to go to heaven? Of course, believe in God, right? Okay. How about living a good life? Do you think that would help a little bit? Are y'all remembering this? Please, please. Okay. How about going to church? You think that would help a little bit? Okay. How about obeying the commandments? You think that would help a little bit? How about being kind to your neighbors? You think that would help a little bit? So basically, Mr. Monroe, you're dependent on 4 or 5 things. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Now, I'm going to be real specific here for a reason I'm going to share with you a little bit later. Mr. Monroe, you're basically dependent on these 4 or 5 things to take you to heaven. Is that correct? We got him. If he's a logical thinker. Why? He's saying he's trusting many things. We're going to show him in Romans 10:13. It's only one thing. There's only one way. It's God's way, and it's Jesus. Amen? Only one way. And if he's a logical thinker, he'll see his need of the Savior and have the opportunity to trust Christ. So that's where we are. We'll start next week. We're getting ready to get into the plan, folks. Are you with me? We're getting ready to get in the plan, okay? God bless you. Thank you so much.